And as the screen clears, we see a Gengar battling a Nidorino. Nidorino will use Roar, but it does not phase Gengar. To respond, Gengar uses Slash, an attack it can't even learn. But wait, Nidorino's not done. It tries to use Double Edge, a normal type move on a ghost type Pokemon. Yeah, I could definitely tell who lost that match. You probably could too, but that is besides the point. Well, anyway, with that match apparently over with no clear victor, even though we probably know who it did, that'll end my very sad attempt at being a Pokemon announcer. And getting away from that, we can get back on what's really important, which is this. Hi guys, I am Syrachime, and I welcome you to the bonus videos of my Pokemon FireRed Let's Play. In this series of videos, we are going to cover the after game. So you ever wonder what happened to Chime after he became the Pokemon League champion? Well, do not fret, you will get to find out. We are going to find out right now. So let's get started with these bonus videos of my Pokemon FireRed Let's Play. So we press start, and we're taken here to this screen for the first time in 47 episodes. Here we had the option to either continue where we left off in our old file or start a new game. And I can picture a many number of you in the comments probably going, "Start a new game, get rid of that old file with Chime and start something new." Well, I would do that, but then I would be robbing you of the opportunity to see what happens in the after game, and to help those of you that actually kind of want to play along. So I'm not going to rob those that do want to play along, or spare you the comedy of what's going to be coming up. It's a Pokemon game, so there's going to be something funny. Well, anyway, we are going to start this up, but before we do, we are apparently going to see what happened to us before. And before, we apparently took on Bruno, the Elite Four. We took on Agatha, the Elite Four, where she pretty much handed the victory to us. Then we took on Lance of the Elite Four, where he pretty much handed the battle to us. We did not see Laureline. I'm offended at that. She's my favorite Elite Four trainer. Anyway, after that, we had a marvelous battle with the champion Gary. In the end, Gary sent out Blastoise while Chime countered with Charizard. A very counterintuitive move, but I still, as a result of battling with every bit of my power, I coolly won that match. And after that was over, we apparently came back to Pallet Town, where we... Oh no, seriously? Oh, it's Professor Oak, the guy that made our lives miserable in the start of the game, and apparently he's going to make our lives miserable in the start of the after game. Oh, well, anyway. Ah, Chime, you're back, are you? Yes, I'm clearly the guy standing in front of you. Where else would I be, Professor Oak? This guy's senile. Moving on. How much have you filled your Poke-Dex? Well, putting it to you bluntly, I have not filled it very much. I was more concerned with getting through the game and showing people how to do that. But I did fill it up a little bit with evolving Pokemon and catching legendary Pokemon. Why do you ask? May I see it? Okay, sure. Here you go, old man. Let's see. You've caught 27... Yes, I've caught 27 Pokemon. What's it to you, dude? It looks as if you're putting in an honest effort. Yeah, I'm putting in an honest effort. I got 8 badges and I've only caught 27 Pokemon in total. Yeah, it's really putting in an honest effort. No, I'm not putting in any effort because that would be helping Bill, and you guys know how I feel about Bill. Anyway, moving on. When you manage to fill it some more, come show me, please. And with that, Professor Oak walks off without giving us any kind of agenda or anything like that. Well, what was supposed to happen, if you had collected 60 Pokemon before this happened to come up, or rather if you had caught 60 Pokemon before you defeated the Pokemon League champion, you would have received the National-Dex, which would have opened up a lot of stuff in the after game. Unfortunately, I did not catch 60 Pokemon, so I'm going to have to go do that now. So I'm going to go catch 60 Pokemon, and I will meet you guys back at Professor Oak's as soon as I get done. More or less, that'll probably be 5 seconds for you guys, 3 hours for me. So yeah, I will catch you guys there by Professor Oak in just a little bit. Alright, and we are back, but apparently I lied to you guys. I am not back in 3 hours. I am back in 4 hours, 25 minutes, and 32 seconds, but who's counting? Well, anyway, after going through that entire process, I could have saved myself 2 hours of time if I had thought about the Safari Zone and all the good Pokemon there. But after my 4 hours of experience, here you will see that we have indeed got 60 Pokemon. Took me long enough, and I'm not happy about it, but there we go. We've done it. I hope you guys had an easier time doing it than I did. If I caught Pokemon from the start, it would have been better, but I didn't, so there's the punishment for it. Alright, so now that we've got 60 Pokemon, we are going to go into Professor Oak's laboratory, as much as I don't want to. I guess he's a little bit better than Bill, but that's besides the point. Alright, so if we go up here and talk to Professor Oak, it's time to talk to this senile old man. What do you got to say, old man? Good to see you. How is your Poke-Dex coming along? Apparently you didn't get the memo. Spent 4.5 hours catching wild Pokemon just so you would give me an upgrade to my Poke-Dex. But apparently I'm not supposed to know that yet. Moving back. Here, let me take a look. Alright, you crazy old man. I'd like to throw my Poke-Dex at you, but go ahead and take a look at it. The amount of progress you've made on your Poke-Dex is 129 seen and 60 Pokemon owned. Yes, very observant. Professor Oak's rating? Yay, I get the rating of a senile old man. He says, ho ho, this is turning into quite the respectable Poke-Dex. So with that, we have received the approval of some weird senile old man who's probably 150 years old. And now that we've got his ratings... Ah, now this is excellent. I'm glad you approve. Chime, I have another important favor to ask of you. Oh, great. So filling up your Poke-Dex and raising a Pokemon for you wasn't enough. Now you want us to do more things? Well, if it gets me away from you, I'm willing to do it. What do you want us to do, exactly? I need you to listen closely. Alright, I will be quiet for a few minutes so you can talk and I will listen closely. Recently, there have been sightings of many rare Pokemon species. What? I'm talking about Pokemon that have never been seen in Kanto. Oh, that's an interesting bit of information. Apparently there are some Pokemon that have never been seen in Kanto popping up. Well, why is that? I don't know, maybe we'll find out in a minute. I would love to go see things for myself, but I am much too old and senile. But who's talking? Since I can't do it, Chime, I'd like you to go in my place. So you want me to go check out these new Pokemon and report them back to you? Well, I'll be happy to go see the new Pokemon, but whether I come back or not remains to be seen. But anyway... Oh no, it's Mr. Smell You Later. Hey, I heard that! So apparently he's got about as good a sense of hearing as he does smelling, because he heard whatever he was talking about from probably just outside. Gramps, what's with favoring Chime over me all the time? Well, maybe if you'd actually beat me, he would favor you. But the way you've been losing to me, you are an incompetent jerk. Well, anyway, I went and collected more Pokemon, and faster too. Well, he did do that, or at least that's what he says. I want to see your Poke-Dex, wimp. Oh, well. You should just let me handle everything. Sure, let the incompetent idiot handle everything. That makes about as much sense as letting a Pikachu battle a Sandshrew. I know. Of course I need your help too. Say what? Now, I need to see both your Poke-Dexes. Oh, great. Professor Oaks took both Poke-Dex units. Well, apparently he is going to entrust this idiot with his upgraded Poke-Dex. There we see a bunch of dots, along with even more dots. Apparently he's using Morse code to update these Poke-Dexes. Must be how they do it in the Pokemon world. And that's done. So after he's done with his Morse code thing, apparently these units can record data on a lot more Pokemon. So we get to record data on a lot more Pokemon than we could have before. Chime's Poke-Dex was upgraded! So, like the first episode, we get a new Poke-Dex. And unlike the first episode where we got the first Poke-Dex, we got one that records a lot more Pokemon. Now, Chime and Gary, this time you really must work towards filling your Poke-Dexes. I urge you to make them the best and most complete of all times. This is a very difficult task with what he's just giving us, but I will explain that in a minute. Truly, this is a monumental, great undertaking in Pokemon history. Yeah, he's not kidding. This is a very monumental task. But anyway, I said I will describe that in a minute. Gramps, calm down. Don't get so excited. Yeah, keep your blood pressure down, Gramps. You might end up having a heart attack before we get this new Pokemon stuff to you. I'll get the Poke-Dex completed. Don't worry about a thing. Oh yeah, don't worry about a thing. The incompetent jerk that can't beat us is going to fill up the Poke-Dex. Sure, there's absolutely nothing to fear here. I think I'll look around one island first. That's a good place to look, I guess. Anyways, I'm out of here. So long, Mr. Smell You Later, you incompetent jerk. Oh, well, now that he's gone, what you got to say, dude? Pokemon around the world wait for you, Chime. Yes, they are waiting for me. Apparently my 6 Pokemon in my party and Zapdos, Moltres, and Articuno weren't enough. There's a whole bunch of Pokemon waiting on me. Oh, well, anyway. Now that we have the National-Dex, like they said, there are a lot more Pokemon in the game. Some Pokemon that had evolved forms in the Kanto regions can now evolve, like Golbat can now become Crobat, If you have the metal coat, excuse me, and you trade Steelix, or you can get a Steelix from Onix, and a Scizor from Scyther, and a few other Pokemon like that. More or less, we've gotten access to all the Pokemon that you can actually have in this part of the game. I'm not exactly the exact number during this generation, but I know there are over 300 different Pokemon, so yeah, you could be here for a while collecting them all. I'm not going to collect them all, but we will run into a few new ones, and I will describe those a little bit more as we see them. Now, I should say from this point on, there are going to be new Pokemon, but I am not going to be doing bios of them. When they pop up, I will kind of talk about them a little bit, maybe, but I'm not going to do full-out bios, because with this being the after game, there's really no point to catch any Pokemon and train them at this point. It's really just a waste of time, so when we see them, I'll acknowledge them, talk maybe briefly about them, give him quick things like I did with Ditto, as horrible as that was. But we'll cover that more as we actually find them. So with that out of the way, we know that we have a National-Dex. We have the National-Dex, and there's a couple of things we could do with it, but I think we should head to One Island with Gary as well. We can't let the incompetent jerk do all the work for us, so let's head over to One Island. I'm going to head over to Vermilion Port, and I will meet you guys there in just a little bit. Be right back. Alright, here we are in Vermilion City, and we're going to run down to the boat real quick so we can sail over to One Island. Don't want Gary to get any further ahead of us than what he already is. So once we go down here, what you got to say, dude? Ah, you have a tri-pass. Very observant. Would you like to board a sea gallop ferry? Sure, we'll board the horse galloping thing. Okay, everything's in order. Here we go to One Island. And as we move down there, we come to One Island. Now, what you're going to want to do when you actually come here is you're going to want to head to the Pokemon Center. There's something new here that was not here before. Well, not really new, but a new quest opens up. If you go to here to the Maniac that was with Bill earlier and talk to him, he will say, Chime, how have things been for you? Did you not get the news? Dude, I am a Pokemon League champion now. I beat an incompetent jerk to become that. Oh, is that right? You've caught more Pokemon? How did you get that from I am the Pokemon League champion? Never mind. Do you know what? Maybe I can be useful to you. Oh no. Here we go. Maniac's being weird again. I'm modifying the network machine right now. Okay. Where are you going with this? I am changing it so it can handle trades over long distances. Oh, this sounds interesting. When I get finished, you'll be able to trade for You'll be trading for exotic Pokemon from trainers far away. That sounds really interesting. What's the catch? But there is a slight catch. I knew it. There's always something to this. If it's too good to be true, it usually is. Alright, what's the catch, dude? For the link to work, the machine needs a special gemstone. Oh, so wait, what does that have to do with us? It's supposed to be on One Island, but I haven't found one yet. Well, where have you tried looking, dude? Who knows where it could be? Well, as it just so happens, I know where it could be, but my character does not, but I will translate the knowledge from me into him. Alright, so he was actually looking for a special gemstone, and you will actually find the first one here on this island. He's actually looking for two. We'll cover that more later. The first one is here on One Island, but it is going to be up on Mount Ember. So we're going to head up there right now. I should say before we do this, you might want to have a few repels with you, because if you don't, well, you could run into a bunch of Pokemon, and that could be annoying. You know how random encounters are. Speaking of obnoxious random encounters, I'm going to go put up a couple of super repels real quick, because I do not want to have to deal with these things if I don't have to. Hope I have super repels. I did not exactly look at my stocks and stuff. I don't have... Wow, this is going to be a very bad trick. Well, I should go back and get them, but you know what? I'm having faith in my abilities to avoid things, so my ninja skills will have to get me through this. Or not, and completely let me down. That works too. Now, I still have faith in my abilities. If we take this slow and easy, we can probably get through this without a single battle. What is with this game and my random encounters? It is driving me insane! Alright, now that we've done all that, we're going to move along here, because that's just being annoying, stupid random encounters. Alright, excuse me guys, I need to get through. I'm busy here trying to get across and everything. Alright, we're going to surf up here to Mount Ember. Pray that we don't run into any wild Pokemon, as annoying as they are. Do this very slowly. If we're really careful, we shouldn't run into any I wish I had repels. I long for the days when I don't have to worry about repels. And I think this is a trainer we did not battle before, but who cares? We're just going to keep moving along slow and steady like the turtle. We win the race. Alright, we made it. Thank goodness. Couldn't have been worse. Alright, once we're here, we'll run up to Mount Ember after my barrage of random encounters. And we go over here. Something has actually changed with the Team Rocket Grunts we saw earlier. What is it? Woo, we punched through at last. Let's go treasure hunting. Oh, that sounds interesting. Any treasure we find, we haul back to the warehouse. Understood? Ooh. Oh, and what's the passwords? At the rocket hideout. Rocket warehouse, I mean. What? You forgot the password? There are actually two. Apparently there are two passwords. We must listen closely. The first one's Goldine need log. What? The first one's Goldine need log. Why does Goldine need a log? And the second one is... Hey, this snoop's been listening in. You calling me a snoop? I'm not a snoop, I'm an eavesdropper. Big difference, dude. You know what? I want those passwords. You guys are jerks. What's going on here, guys? What are you doing? You've been eavesdropping on us, haven't you? You were calling me a snoop. You know what? Forget the terms of technicality. It's on, dude. Battle! First battle since the Pokemon League. And it is against the Grunt. So you might be wondering, how much stronger have the trainers gotten since we battled our the champion Gary? Not very. They are exactly as weak as they were before at level 37. Wow, big improvement, right? Alright, so we have to battle these Rocket Grunts in order to actually get to the next area that we need to get to. So we're going to go ahead and burn this Cubone with our fire Pokemon Coal. The crazy physics of burning ground on fire. I still say that's crazy physics. Alright, so we got a Marowak coming up. I'm going to go ahead and send out Rafflesia to level up a little bit. Try to get my Pokemon leveled up. Yes, I know that you think the game's already over, but trust me, it's not really. We'll cover that more later. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and use Petal Dance. Be our hippie selves. Do that thing, Rafflesia. Dance like a hippie. With flowers and everything. We will take out that Marowak, which is just fantastic. So there it goes, down for the count. And with that, we have defeated the first Rocket Grunt. Huh? What? Yeah, seriously, you did not hear what I said. We defeated the first Rocket Grunt. You annoying grunt. It's probably Grunt 050 or something like that. Why'd you have to win? Why'd you have Pokemon that were level 37? Level them up, maybe you'd have a chance. Alright, here we have the second Grunt, but I'm going to switch my party around first. And we are going to send out Electra, see how that does. Get that leveled up. Tried to hone in on our treasure. Oh, trying to horn in on our treasure? Don't bet on it. Yeah, I'm trying to horn in on your treasure. What kind of treasure you guys talking about? Who cares? I am going to beat you guys like the jerk grunts that you are. Alright, he starts out with a Rattata. Yeah, they've really gone uphill since the championship battle, haven't they? Alright, well, we'll take your mouse against my mouse, your rat against my electric mouse. And you know what? I no longer fear Rattatas. I have a strong Electra here, and she does not fear anything. Especially with a rat that may have quick attack. Alright, so the first Pokemon's down. What are we going to throw out next? Here they throw out a Sandshrew. That's interesting. You know, we're going to throw out a Blanco for that. Give him a little screen time. Considering he didn't really do much for me in the Pokemon League. And that was actually the one Pokemon that didn't really do anything in the Pokemon League. Oh, well, that's ancient history. By ancient history, I mean so last episode ago. Alright, can we do it? Yes, we KO'd that Sandshrew. Die, you annoying thing. Die. Faint, you annoying thing. Faint. I can't say die because my cousins let me know about it every time I say it. Alright, so he's sending out something else. I totally missed it. We're going to throw out Electra. Just see how it goes. And did I pick the wrong Pokemon? Let's see how it goes. We totally picked the wrong Pokemon. If I'd been paying attention to the game, I would have known that. But who cares? We will see what Electra can do against this thing. Considering it is low-leveled. Wow. Wait. How does a... We've already been through that. How does a ground type know or a poison type move? It makes sense. Makes about as much sense as an electric type Pokemon knowing a fighting move, but sure enough he does. So instead of actually attacking me, this thing is throwing sand at me for whatever reason. I'll never understand that. Alright, die you worthless sand slash faint. You worthless sand slash faint. Gotta keep saying the right things here. We got Eradicate. I'm gonna leave Electra out there. Face its fears of being hit by quick attacks from Raticates and Rattatas. Alright, and there, speak of the devil. There it is. Oh, Even after the main series is over, I am still being haunted by quick attacks from Rattata and Raticate. Oh my goodness, I did not realize how bad quick attacks were. Alright, there goes that. Electro will not even get a level up from that. That is just ridiculous, but oh well, we will take it. We've defeated the other Rocket Grunt. Wait, but how? Again, if you'd level up your Pokemon, maybe there would be different results. But no, you are just as incompetent as the other rockets we battled. Oh well, so with that we get a little bit of money for winning. And after we beat these two grunts, develop amnesia conveniently and forget everything you heard. I'm sorry, that is not possible. I am physically incapable of forgetting things. Actually, that's not true. I forget a lot of things, but that is besides the point. What a setback. We'll have to regroup. You, don't even think about taking a step inside of here. If you know what's good for you, don't even think about this. And with that, the Rocket Grunts run away, telling us not to even think about going in there. But you know how we are in this Let's Play. We always do what people tell us not to do, and bad things end up happening, or at least something to that effect. Well, we are going to go in this cave, but we are actually going to do that in the next episode. Yep, I would take this on now, but it is starting to get a little long here, so we're going to save this little cavern here for the next episode. So, that'll do it for this episode. In the next episode, we're going to go in this cavern, see what's here, why this was worth guarding, and we will progress a little bit further in a journey from there. Until then, I will catch you guys later.